Why is range versus range crucial for GTO poker? Have you ever wondered why understanding range versus range is so important in game theory optimal poker? Let's break it down in a way that makes sense. At its core, range versus range means looking at all the possible hands you and your opponent could have, instead of just focusing on specific cards. This approach helps you create strategies that are harder for your opponents to exploit. When you think about your range, you are considering all the hands you might hold in a given situation. This includes strong hands, medium hands, and even weak hands. At the same time, you must think about what your opponent could have. This dual perspective allows you to make better decisions based on the overall situation rather than trying to guess what your opponent is holding. One key aspect of this concept is range advantage. This refers to which player has a stronger set of possible hands in a specific situation. If you have a range that is stronger, you can play more aggressively. For example, if the board texture favors your range, you might want to bet more often. On the other hand, if your opponent has the stronger range, it might be wise to play more cautiously. GTO solvers are tools that help analyze these range versus range scenarios. They calculate the best frequencies for actions like betting, checking, raising, or folding across entire ranges. This means your strategy is less likely to be exploited by opponents who are also playing optimally. This is especially helpful in tougher games where you might not have much information about your opponents. Mastering range versus range thinking can significantly improve your post-flop decisions. You will learn how your range interacts with the board and your opponent's range. This understanding also influences your preflop strategy. For instance, knowing which hands to open, call, or raise depends on your position and what you know about your opponents. In essence, range versus range is vital for game theory optimal poker because it leads to balanced strategies. By focusing on the overall distribution of hands, you can make smarter decisions that take equity and range advantage into account. This is essential for playing optimally in advanced poker formats.